Ever get chills listening to a speech? Like the kind that makes you want to conquer the world.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to dive deep into the how and the why of motivational speeches.
Right.
And get this, our sources are, well, a list of iconic pop culture speeches, the ones everyone knows,
Yeah.
and a teacher's guide about motivating students.
Interesting. That's a cool combination.
What's fascinating is even though these sources are like worlds apart,
All right. So different.
they both emphasize, guess what?
What?
Perseverance.
Yeah.
That never
Yeah.
give up attitude.
It's true. It's like a universal theme, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is how they approach it.
Yeah.
The teacher's guide, for example, it uses this really clever analogy of life being like a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It's not about avoiding the drops, right?
No.
It's about how those drops are what make the ride so thrilling.
Makes sense. We learn to embrace the ups and downs.
Otherwise, it'd be like, think about it. Would you want a roller coaster that's just a flat line?
No way. Boring.
Totally. And both sources actually talk about how these inevitable dips, the downs, aren't like roadblocks.
Right.
We're more like detours.
Detours. Yeah. I like that.
Sometimes a setback can actually put you on a path to something even better.
Exactly. Like Steve Jobs dropping out of college seemed like a failure at the time,
Huge setback.
but it actually led him to explore his passions and create Apple.
Exactly. It's like, whoa, those detours can be the key to unlocking your true potential.
It can be, for sure.
Speaking of unlocking potential, both sources highlight this big idea of finding your why.
Oh, yeah, the why.
And this is where Jim Carrey's question comes in, that commencement speech.
I love that speech.
He said, what did they need that your talent can provide?
Wow. Powerful question.
It's not just about what you're good at. It's about using those skills, your talents, to actually make a difference,
Absolutely. It connects with Dan Pink's work on intrinsic motivation, that drive to do things because they matter to us, not for external rewards.
It's finding that sweet spot where your passions and talents intersect with what the world needs.
Yeah, that's it.
Kind of like what John Keating said in Dead Poets Society. Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary.
Such a powerful line. It's about finding work that lights you up. Work that's aligned with, your values, your passions. Life's too short to waste time on things that don't feel meaningful.
Right. Have you ever felt like you're just on autopilot, just going through the motions without really asking, why am I doing this?
Oh, for sure. I think we've all been there.
And I think both these sources are really pushing us to connect with that deeper sense of purpose.
Absolutely. Because it's that purpose that fuels us, that gives us the strength to keep going when things get tough.
Yeah. It becomes like your internal compass.
I like that. A compass.
Yeah.
Guiding you through those detours and setbacks.
And speaking of tough times, one theme